everyone. It's another great day to be a Hawk. Welcome to this very last Hawk Talk for the 2012-2013 school year. I've really enjoyed putting these Hawk Talks together, and I'm pretty proud of the message that is on the Hawk Talks. You know, we started this year, and one of the very first things I said on one of the very first Hawk Talks was I'm proud to be the principal here. I'll be proud to be the principal here for a long time. It's something that I'm really proud of, and I had to do a lot of things along the way to get to be the principal here. You should think back at the end of every day. We've talked about this a lot this year. At the end of every day, can you look back on the day and say, I'm proud of myself? You don't have to go share it with everybody. Just think in your own head. Are you proud of the way you acted today? If the answer is yes, I can guarantee it was a good day. If the answer is no, you're probably not all that happy at the end of the day. If you can answer the question, are you proud of yourself? Am I proud of myself? At the end of the day, it was a good day. Just because the school year ends doesn't mean you should stop being proud of the way that you act during the day. You'll have plenty of opportunities, whether you go to the mall or you play on baseball teams or soccer teams or going to church. There are lots of areas, even at home. You can be a great son or daughter to your mom or dad or the adult you're staying with, and you can look back at the end of the day and think, was I proud of myself? Lots of these proud moments, these small things, add up to big accomplishments that you can be proud of. I don't know if you've seen, as you've driven around on the weekends, any houses decorated or tents put up in yards. There are people that are all over the place that are proud of their graduating seniors. There are a lot of kids graduating from high school this time of year. In fact, the Brandon High School graduation is a week from yesterday. It's next Sunday. I'll be there. Did you know that your teachers, even after you're out of Harvey Swanson, even if you're in the middle school or the high school, they still like to know how you're doing? The high school just got their own clap out Friday, and we had a bunch of kids, former Harvey Swanson students, come back and say hello to former teachers. And I bet those teachers were happy to see the people that they've become. We keep an eye on you guys, even when you're not in our school. We like to know that you've done well and made good choices, and you have lots of things to be proud of. These things happen all of your life. What I did is I went around and I asked every teacher, what are you most proud of as a student? You're going to hear a lot of different responses. It's a big variety. But I want you to listen for common themes. What are they most proud of? I also want you to listen for things that you might be proud of as a student now. Some of them talked about college and things that they've done even after college. Some of them talked about elementary school. Listen for those. What can you take from them that you can also be proud of? Check these out, and let's see what the teacher said.
My proudest achievement is finally earning my teaching certificate. I have wanted this for a long time. It was very difficult trying to raise a family and do my homework and be volunteer in my children's school. That was all important to me. So I'm very happy to be a teacher at Harvey Swanson Elementary.
My proudest academic moment would be finally making it through my master's program with my thesis. I had to do a ton of research, and my teacher had to keep giving it back to me, marking it all up, and I had to go back and do more research, and at one point I thought for sure I was going to give up. But I didn't, and I have to be honest with you, I was so proud of it, and I'm so glad that I took the time to get that done.
Hi, boys and girls. Mrs. McGill here. My greatest accomplishment as a student was when I got my master's in clinical psychology. It was a great time for me because I combined my work in children's theater with the skill of play therapy. And my master's degree was in the experience of personal growth through theater. And it was a wonderful, wonderful experience. It was the year that I really grew as a student. And I continue to grow every single day in my classroom with my students who teach me something every day.
My greatest academic accomplishment would be going back to get my teaching certificate when I was in my 40s. I got a degree when I was 22, and I went back with 2 kids and a full-time job and got my teaching certificate and got a second degree. So that would be my proudest accomplishment.
I'm the principal of the Alternative High School, and I'm very proud to be a principal there. I went to school many years, and I have my ed specialist from Wayne State in leadership, and I'm very proud of my students and the students at the Alternative High School and then also the students here at Harvey Swanson, because they are wonderful students and have always been very respectful and helpful to me.
I'm very proud that I graduated from the University of Vermont, got my master's degree after that here in Michigan, and that I got a degree in teaching and can help kids.
My greatest academic accomplishment was I won a scholarship for having the highest grade point level for people in my college for the child development group.
My proudest moment as a student was when I got to give my mom a hug after walking at college graduation.
My greatest accomplishment was walking across the stage getting my bachelor's degree in education because I was a mom, a wife, and I also babysat 2 boys. So I had 4 children at home, and getting that paper in my hand was just awesome.
I was the first person in my family to go to college.
As a student, I'm most proud to be a lifelong learner. After I went to high school, I went to college to become a teacher, and then I continued my education through Mary Grove and got my master's degree. And I love learning. I'm always learning new things so I can implement it in the classroom.
Well, I'd have to say I'm most proud of the accomplishment of being a researcher. Continually love to study in different genres and then reflect about what I'm learning and apply it to my life and others.
My greatest accomplishment as a student was when I was able to turn in my own papers written by me in English, because I came from Cuba where we speak Spanish, so I didn't speak any English when I first came to the United States. So when I was able to turn in my first papers all written by me, I felt great about myself.
My greatest accomplishment as a student was mastering my multiplication facts. That was really tricky for me.
The thing that I'm the most proud of, like I said in the introduction, is being the principal here. And you may think, well, that's not really having academic success or having success as a student. But it took me a lot of different student opportunities to get to where I am. I had to do well in high school to get into a good college. And I went to Michigan State, go Spartans. I did well at Michigan State. Then I became a teacher. When I became a teacher, I did lots of learning, and I had to do a really good job while I was a teacher. Then I went back to school to get my master's degree, and I was very proud of that too. But I only did those things because I knew that someday I wanted to be a principal. Now that I am, I can say that my proudest moments were the things that I did as a student to get me to where I am today.
My greatest accomplishment was learning how to read. I always struggled as a reader, and in the 4th grade, I remember my teacher just pulling me aside and helping me learn different reading strategies, and that really turned me onto reading and reading chapter books like the Boxcar Children.
I am most proud of finally graduating and becoming a teacher, because ever since I was a little girl, I've always wanted to be a teacher, and I knew that I had to go to college and finish so that I could pursue my dreams.
Okay, Mr. Phillips asked me my greatest accomplishment as a student, and I had to think long and hard, and to be truthful, it's kind of sad. When I was in school like you are, I didn't have great accomplishments. I didn't work that hard. I tried to miss school as often as I could, so I kind of laughed that I'd become a teacher. But I realized once I got out of school that it was important. And the more I started really working hard at learning, I really liked it. And I was just telling someone the other day, I hated math in school, but now that I teach it, I actually love it. So I think the lesson is that really try hard, really take your learning seriously, and you're going to find out how enjoyable it is and how much more and how much better you can do in your future.
So this was the last Hawk Talk for the school year. Now we still have some days of school left, and I want you to end up being proud at the end of every day of how you acted, so that you can go home and tell your parents that you're proud, or just know inside when you close your eyes before you go to sleep, today was a good day. I'm proud of myself. I also want you to look forward to opportunities to be proud of yourself and have Hawk pride during the summertime. 3rd and 4th graders, we're going to keep an eye on you, so as you go to the intermediate school, we're going to be watching. I'm going to be watching for good things that you're proud of, and we'll be asking your teachers when we see them at meetings or conferences, how is so-and-so doing? How great is this kid at learning? We're going to be asking, even when you get to high school. So as we bid you farewell, you can still have Hawk pride, even though Harvey S. Hawk is still going to be at Harvey Swanson. Have Hawk pride, have respect, act responsibly, work together, and keep safe. Make sure you monitor your own behavior. It'll make every day a day that you're really proud of. Have a great summer.